So, good evening, everyone. If there is any sort of question, you can definitely come up. We are starting now. So, starting from where we left yesterday, we were on tools, and all the tools were in process. We have used three tools. One was test disk, which was a bit of manual, and the rest two tools were automatic. So now the results have been shown by Recuva also, and the results from mini tool power data recovery free edition is also now there. It is showing us two partitions, and when we click on more lost files, sorry, show more partition, then it is showing us five. 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so we will be analyzing the test results, that what is the main difference. So firstly, let's start with the Recuva. So Recuva is showing us many files. You can see here the main difference what you will be seeing is it is showing us file name, path, last modified date, size, and state, and comment. Previously there was no comment section, I think 2 years back, but now they have added. It's very nice. So you can see here are some green, here are some red dots, and yes, they are even evenly distributed red dots and green dots. There are only a few green dots, but red dots are in large number, you can see. Okay, so you got an idea. So what is the state? Here it is written. Let me just compare all these three. See here the three files are there. One is red, one is yellow, and one is green. So the file path is same. It can recover file path also if the file path is recoverable. Like here you can see this is a framework, and it is stored in H main P plasma framework. Means it was stored before, it's not currently stored, the device is currently empty, but these were the file metadata which was stored, because some metadata is always left while deleting. So this is all the data we got. So let's come to these three files. One is gnature.not, one is compression.in, and one is .0001.jpg. So the date is unknown for this file, and it is available for these modified dates. So this is month, this is date, and this is year. See how much incorrect data it is. 2028, no problem. This is the size, and this is the state. This is one of the main aspect. This is unrecoverable, this is very poor, and this is excellent. What this means is this file can be recovered, but it is in very poor conditions. Means it's not that much, you can say, recoverable. It can work or it cannot work. It is recoverable, but it is not sure that it will be working or it will not be working. So you have to recover it, then you have to test whether it is working in right condition or not, or if you have to change the hex values or change anything so that to make it, you can say, accessible. So you have to study a lot while doing recovery on these type of cases. These type of cases comes for forensics mainly, because in recovery what you will be doing is you just have to recover all these files and give it to the client. But if you are doing a forensic case, you should know what IN file means, .in extension, and then how to repair the extensions, and if the file is corrupted. So here is comment: the file is overwritten with H, and some Japanese is there. This file is overwritten with H exfat.mode, and here it is written no overwritten cluster detected. So this file is not overwritten, and similarly with this, no overwritten cluster detected, no overwritten cluster detected, no overwritten cluster detected. So I have told you what cluster is. Cluster is a combination of tracks, means these tracks are clear and can be recovered easily. But this was in hard disk, and same happens in you can say USB drives also. Cluster is a, you can say, set of data. So here you can see with file name, most of the files are having the extension .mod. So these are the files of my Windows. Some are having .txt, some are having tools list, Apache utils, Android support, VirtualBox guest, Python, and so much tools, because Linux distribution is having a lot of tools and directories in it. So this is the main overview. What you can do in advanced scan. Here on this side, there will be option of advanced search. I have already clicked on that, and now there is a file for options. There is a menu for options. You can click on that, and you can select language, view mode, list view, tree view, thumbnail view. You can use tree view also. What the tree view will do, it will, let's see here, the H is there, question mark is there, and all the directories are there. So if you click on directory, now you can understand that how the directory works, how the file path works. So what this option do is, it basically arrange the file according to their file paths. So okay. So now here we can search file with the file names also, and we can search the files with the extensions also. So I have deleted pictures last day. So you can see these pictures are recovered. Two are in excellent, and rest of the images are in uncoverable state. If they are in uncoverable state, it doesn't mean that they are not recoverable. It means that it is not sure whether they will work or not. Are there any questions? Okay, let's continue. So firstly, let's click on this file. It's hlc.png. So what png means is, it's a snapshot, I think. Yes, it's a snapshot. uh, so it's very small. I cannot see what this is. Don't worry, let's continue. This is our Kali. This is our Debian. I have told you what Debian means. Means it my this USB was bootable before deleting the files. Okay, I think this is the file. Okay, yes, this is the file. Uh, we have deleted. You can see a small brown area here, but don't worry, you can just see the file size. It was 35.23, if you remember, something like that. So this is the exact file what we have deleted. So, but one more thing, it has not recovered the doctor file which we have deleted. So this should also be taken into consideration, but if it has shown more results, so both are, you can say, wants to be taken into consideration. In documents it has recovered nothing, in compressed nothing, in videos nothing. Yes, because there was nothing. Okay, let's close. Okay, so all the files are accessible now. So this was the main, you can say, overview of Recuva, how this all thing works. You can analyze this from here also, but it is very time consuming. Let's jump to mini tool power data recovery. Here is lost partition. Let's see if it opens. I'm not sure, because the preview version works fine with only images, and it is a txt format, so I don't know whether the preview function will work on txt file. This partition was created by Rufus. Okay. So I think this was a partition, but it didn't work. So I just override the partition with another partition. So this partition was lost. So you can see this partition was created by Rufus. It was used for booting NTFS partition into UEFI mode. For details, blah 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 blah, and you can see more. For lost files, it has recovered files also, and this is the existing partition. Okay, so here it is showing $dir. Dir stands for directory. When I click on directory, so here it is showing us hlc.png. You can remember this was shown on Recuva also, hlc.png. So now we have founded it in Recuva. So that's the thing I love in Recuva. You know that how your files are distributed even. Okay, let me show you side by side what happens in test disk downloads. Okay, where is test disk? Okay, array, sorry, no. Here the test disk is. So see here, many directory folders have been created, naming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's start opening with directory 1. Okay, very nice, very nice. So that's why I love test disk also in manual tools, and it's definitely suggestible. You can see it has recovered our first file and second file also. Yes, the second file also 35. Yes, it is exactly the same 35 kilobits. uh let's see if it has. Okay, this is the file that Recuva mini power data recovery tool and the test disk. All the tools have, you can say, recovered all the oh sorry, the same snapshot. So means that snapshot was there. When we come to recovery 2. Okay, let's get one by one by one. So it has recovered the snapshot. When we come to directory 2, there are 7 mod folders. Similarly, likewise in Recuva, directory 3, directory 4, directory 6. Nice. 91905 bits. Isn't there anything around 5, 6? Okay, no worries. So here there are preview snapshots. These all will be related to uh, Kali, my Linux distribution. Yes. So this is directory 8, this is directory 9. Where is the backspace? Lost files, boot. Okay, so it is containing the boot information also, boot x64 EFI. What else it is containing? It is built in for Contrave, GTK, Kali rolling, main, non-free, ABC. It's the same as the file for my Windows. It's also the same, I think. Okay, these are the tools. Okay, very nice, very nice, very nice. Where from where we get the tools? It was in Kali rolling. No, it was in not Kali rolling. It was in main. Okay, that was in main. So in main, all the tools, I'm getting all the tools that are present in Kali Linux. You can see here, AirCrack. AirCrack is used for Wi-Fi cracking. There is Android platforms also, Apache. Okay, 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 okay. Very nice. Autopsy. So see here we are getting autopsy also. So this is the basic thing. If you are using this tool, you can direct manually get to the all the directories. So from experience, you will gain a lot of information. What these 4 files are. I think this is the black file. This was of 35. Yes. Okay, so now the existing partition part is done. The lost partition part is also done. I have told you how the partition can be lost and how we can recover this. So we were on show more partitions. So when I click on show more partitions, there is label raw files, start LBA, capacity, cluster size, suggested files match. How can it get side? Okay, files match, folders match, status. So you can see here one is existing and all these are lost. So what this means is one partition is available there and all these are the lost partitions. You can see my directory is empty, so it is showing 0 and it is showing the capacity, I think. So let's see if this is the same partition. Rank 99. No, it's not. Okay, it's the same, but it has 4125 files which are recoverable. It has recovered file from this partition. Okay, I have selected fourth partition also, and now it will load the result of all the files. Lost partition 2, lost files, video ts. Okay, okay. See, this is the magic. I have There was option of lost partition 2 also. It might have in this folder before the installation of the bootable drive. It is basically you can say if you know what is video ts, it is the recording which are recorded in cds. So it might be you can say a marriage video which I have pasted in my drive, and later on I made it bootable. And after making it bootable, I pasted those two pics. One was of doctor, and one was a black pic which I have taken live. So this folder have recovered even the videos. I know videos will not be working anymore, but let's see. Isn't there any small video? I have not purchased the registered version, so I'm only able to recover 1 GB. So I don't want to waste. So basically, these all the directories are the same. Indexer volume root python 3 decorator lost files. So these two root folders are separate, and all these folders are related to each other. These two folders are having the, you can say, the data of the you can say videos which were in cd, and these four directory are also having the data which was related to, you can say, some type of function which were stored in a cd or dvd. You can say vts03 dot verb. If you just copy this thing or you just search it on web, you can see that this is related to vts01. I think it will not show because it's just a name. Okay, see, I just pasted the name and say it is showing open DVD video VOV files. Okay, now you can get, so this is how you can get the example, and you can know what type of files are present and how to recover that files and how to recover that files and how to you can say make that data usable. So the practical of mini tool data recovery is also done. QI is also done. Now we will be shifting on test disk. I'm not closing these both of these, you can say, tools for today, because I will be waiting for your query till the end. Now let's jump forward to test disk. It was a manual tool and there was many options which you can use to filter out the data and to filter out your hard disk also. Okay, so it is having only two extensions, three extensions, .deb, .elf. I accidentally closed it. Sorry. Okay, it's my desktop downloads. Test disk, test disk. There are so much of data of my windows because a window file contains thousands, millions of small files or small functions which makes a complete OS. So that's why there are huge number of files because I have installed you can say complete OS on a Windows. I will be showing installing a complete OS on a Windows. I think yes, it's the practical is tomorrow for that. And after installing that system, your pen drive will also be having this much of data to be recovered. Very nice, very nice. Nothing much important. Okay, see, I think we are getting something here. .mpg. So video format most probably. Yeah. So now you can see here is some type of marriage type of thing. It's an Indian wedding, and that's why I love test disk so much. It has recovered all my old memories. And yeah, I was searching for them. I don't know in which USB stick it was, but thanks to this session, I have recovered all of them, and all of them will be working fine. No, it's not working. Sorry for that. My previous words. Okay, let's open with VLC Media Player. Okay, they are running with VLC Media Player. You can try with them different version of. You can say media players also. You can see these are the separate even. Yes, all these recordings are even separate. These are of separate wedding, and these are of separate wedding. So that's why this is love, actual love, test disk. So in open source, there is no tool that I can recommend you except test disk. So if you are going for pure open source, you should be going with test disk. It is manual and it is powerful. And if you have to pay, you can go with any tool. There is Recuva, there is Minitool, Power Data Recovery, and there are so much of two other tools also. It can help you with lost partitions also. Can show you. I will be showing it tomorrow. Firstly, let's cover up today's topics. Today's topics are also very much important. Today we will be concentrating on mobiles, mobile for recovery, recovery from mobiles. So these are the basic topics. This is the basic structure of hard drive, oh sorry, storage in mobile phones, RAM, ROM. I will be completing the whole theory within 5 minutes, so be attentive so that we can move on to practicals. So this is the imaging. For imaging, these are the tools you can use, or for even Magnet is open source, and these two tools are paid. If you are using Magnet, it is very good, and you can use it yourself also because it is open source. And these two tools are paid. You can do everything related to mobile imaging, recovery of data, and many more aspects related to it. It's I have written for imaging only, and for analysis. Yes, what analysis is deleted data, type of files to be recovered, and these two are the tools that we can use basically for analysis of the mobile phones. There are autopsy and test grid. And if you say automated tools, there is Doctor Phone. It is also I think open source. Yes, it is a bit open source. EaseUs, Wondershare, Photo Rescue. In case you failed. In case and UFED are always there in the market for mobile phone forensics, data recovery, and all the things related to mobile phones, and even for forensics. These are costly, but yes, they do the work what you give them. These are automated. You just have to click, and they can get you most of the data as per your requirement. Then there is cloud recovery. I'll be showing you what cloud recovery is. Let's get started. So firstly, here is Magnet Acquire. You can download it from Google. Magnet Acquire, Magnet Acquire. So the first thing it is showing us Magnet Acquire Magnet Forensics. It is a tool from Magnet Forensics. Magnet Acquire lets digital forensic examination quickly and easily acquire forensic image of any iOS and Android device. So this is basically for mobile phones, but you can create image of hard drives also and USB sticks also and anything related to it. Let me quickly connect up with my phone. I'm having my cable here with me. I'm using a third party cable. I don't know if it works or not, but I will be taking a bit original cable also. But I have to get it from downstairs. So firstly, I will be trying with the third party cable. Okay, so here is an option for get free tool. So you have to just fill up the information of first name, last name, work email, phone, company, industry, country. I agree and get free tool. After some time, it may take around 24 hours also, but you will definitely get the tool. If you don't get the tool, just try it with your professional mail. Like you will be having a separate mail for your college or your workplace. Even if you don't get the tool, you can ping me up. I can mail you the tool, or I can even upload it on the drive if you don't get the tool. But the first thing is you should try. Magnet Acquire, blah 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 blah. Added support for quick assistance for iOS. Okay, this tool has added acquisition for iOS 14 devices. Currently, iOS 14 devices can say were very much difficult to investigate upon for forensics. They were creating a lot of difficulties. But now there are many tools available for iOS 14 devices. Many tools have acquired. Okay. So now my Android is visible. My physical drive is also visible, but not my SSD. The device I'm looking isn't showing up. TLRP. Okay, don't worry. I don't know why it is not showing, but we don't even want that. But why it's not showing? Let me just disconnect all of my drives and retry. Magnet Acquire. It is not showing my SSD. I don't know why it is not showing. Maybe the reason can be I have not restarted my PC because I just installed this Magnet Forensics. So maybe this can be the reason. I will be searching on this today. Don't worry. But according to me, the main reason is only one. I have not restarted the PC, so it is not collecting information about my main drive. Not now. So it is asking for Android drive. So I will be going with the Android. Uh, and Android to allow USB. Okay, you just have to click on your Android and you have to unlock your drive disk. Sorry, unlock your mobile phone with your patron or anything. It will allow USB debugging. You have to click on OK. Then you have to click on file transfer. Then you are ready to go. Okay, so all the information that this software once have collected, it's of Redmi Note 8 Pro, OS version, serial number. You just have to click on your phone and click on next. So what is the main method of collecting image of a mobile phone is it will install a, you can say, basic app in your mobile phone which will help in your phone to send the data to the, you can say, your computer, to this tool. So here it is written native third party application data media and external storage. So it will collect all my information. It will create the image of my whole mobile phone. So you can type here forensic mart evidence number 1 description Android phone. My phone is currently having around 200 gigs of data. I have shown you how much time it takes to create image of 32 gigs. Now you can imagine that how much time it will take. It will take around 5 to 6 hours. Don't worry, I'm having a dummy image of LG phone. I will be cancelling it. I will be pulling out my USB cable because it will start installing software in my phone of Magnet Forensics. So this is the exact, you can say the process how you can collect the image of a mobile phone, whether it is an iOS, whether it is an Android. So the process will be visible to you. I'm just clicking on exit because I don't want anything. So here's a option of images. So here's a folder of images, and here I'm having a dummy image of LG device .e01. I had downloaded the image in my previous training of mobile forensics. So what I will be doing, see here I have installed both of the autopsy. This is the latest autopsy 4.17, which I have even given you the homework to install. So I think everybody will be having the software. This will also take time for loading and even for analyzing. Oof. Any questions? Any questions? Please maximize the page. Which page, sir? Surely I will maximize, but I don't remember now which page I was on. I think 808. It was of Magnet Forensics, I think. If I'm not wrong, it was Magnet Forensics website. So there are three options: new case, open recent case, and one is open case. So it is a new case. We have to click on a new case. Now it is asking for case number. Case number I will give 123. This is asking for base directory, and I will let it be. And there is a case type: single user or multi-user. If you are running on an organization, you can select multi-user so that many people can work on a single type of image at the same time. I have created on next number 123. I have selected name, phone, email, notes as anything. Finish. Disk image or VM file. Now I will be selecting disk image or VM file. Now it is asking for path. The path is my desktop and images and .e01. I will click on next. I will click on, okay, it is collecting all the data. I will click on next. It is using the tools basically: photo retriever, email parser. Non hash set. What this means is you have not entered any hash value to be checked before analyzing. I have told you what was the function of hash. Data source has been added to the local database. Files are being analyzed. Finish. So this is also a lengthy process. You can see 3% is only done, but you can say it is similarly like Minitool. You can analyze the data live. So we will be continuing it soon. Let's give it some time to, you can say, take the data to analyze some part of the image. Till that time we can continue with the cloud recovery. Please give the genuine web address for downloading test disk. It is of CG Security if I'm not wrong. Yes, you just have to click on this green button and the downloading has started. I have provided the link. Just click on the link and click on this green button. After that you have to extract the files also. So because without extracting the files it won't work, it will show you error. Let me show you. This is the unextracted files. If I'm clicking on test disk, I click on run, more info, run anyway. Yes, see, an error is there, uh, because cyjwin1.dll was not found. So what you have to do is, firstly you have to extract it. I have told this thing 4 to 5 times because I know this thing happens with everyone. You have to click on extract all, then you have to select a file path, then you have to click on extract. After extracting, the folder will be outside. So now you just have to click on test disk and you can run whatever. Photo rack is there and test disk is there. So on cloud recovery. So this is how we can take out the data from cloud. There are two separate methods. Okay, let's just first continue with the Gmail. If you can take care of Mike, please.
Oh,
So you have to go on your Google account, then you have to click on data and personalization. So here your all data personalization will be there, your activity, your timeline, your ad personalization, your Google Photos, Maps, payments, your drive, uh, how much your drive has been used, what are the services you have used. Okay. So I think it's on security. I will say it after, don't worry. These are the games I have lastly installed. Life After.
hello.
Hello. Is there any doubt, Manoj sir? Okay, I think he'll accidentally left his mic open. No worries. Okay, so you can directly jump to Google Takeout. So this is the feature from Google to take out your data from cloud, and after that you can analyze your data. So you just have to type Google Takeout. This is for cloud. You can take all your data from cloud. The data can be anything, like you can see. Wait. Okay, starting from the starting, it have collected data from my blog. It have from my calendar, from my Chrome, from my drive, multiple formats, advanced settings, from my Fit, from my watch also because my watch is connected to my Google Fit account, and it is taking data of my Google Pay, Google Photos, and Google Play Store and Google Home, all my IoT devices, all the information about my IoT devices, my mail, messages, and attachments in your Gmail account in MBOX format, user settings from your Gmail account in JSON format. Okay, so you can see all my mails with my attachments, purchases, my reminders if I have created any reminders, my street view if I have uploaded any type of street view or downloaded any type of street view. So this is all the data. Basically, Google is the king of data. Everybody knows this thing very much well. We just have to click on next, and there is an option for export once. There is a delivery method also. You have to send a download link with email, Drive, Dropbox, OneDrive, and add to box. You can upload it on any of the uploading software, cloud software. Send download link via email. So there is an option of export once or export every 2 months for 1 year. This is used for data backup, where you want to create backup of all your, you can say, Google account, and this is used for data recovery if you have to analyze the data. Like if your phone is lost and you have to take out all the data and you have to analyze your, and you want to get your data on your, you can say, system. So there are two zip formats, oh sorry, two compression formats, .zip and .tgz. You can select .zip, and here is an option for 2 gigabyte, and there is option for 1 gigabyte, 4 gigabyte, 10 gigabyte, and 50 gigabyte. And why are these options important? Because the much larger the image will, and the more time it will take. So you can take data in small formats, like there can be many files of 2 gigabits. Like if there is data of 10 gigabits, there will be 5 files of 2 gigabits. So it will be more much convenient to you and more much time consuming for you to analyze the data. Then create export. Google is creating a copy of 47 products. The process will take a long time, possibly hour or days. Days can also be there because there is a lot of space in your Google. Um, just take an example. You can have thousands or millions of mails in your mailbox, spams, primary, and many mails are there, and with attachments also. And if you see example of Google Photos also, and there is YouTube also. If you are a YouTuber, you know it very well. So now there is option for create another export and cancel export. I will be cancel export because I don't want all the data. 47 products created on, available until, details, export cancelled. So these are the products which will be exported. Now let's jump to autopsy. First, let's see if there is any questions. Oh no, 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 no. From where I put it my mic on mute. From where my mic was not there. Please let me know so that I can repeat. Till where the mic was there. Uh, okay, let me repeat the cloud part thing. I think cloud part, you have missed the cloud part. So this is the future of Google Takeout. So you can recover all your data. If your phone is lost, you can recover all your data present in your phone, which is used by Google. You can see there are many Google platforms, like Blogger is also owned by Google. Chrome is there, Classroom is there, contacts are there. You can get all your contacts even your phone is lost. There is Drive is there, Google Fit is there, Google account is there, Google Photos are there, your Gmail is also there, Play Store is also there, Hangouts is there, Home Map is there, which will be having all your information about your IoT devices in your home. Location history is there. If I say location history, let me show you a good example. Go, your timeline history is stored in your, even in your timelines. If you have turned on your timeline, you can even trace your phone, where you have gone, where is your exact location. Like I click on this link, it is showing the current path, that how I have traveled today. So you can even go with the previous dates also, like I want to go with 2019 where I was there. So it will be having all my data. It can even store the my data from, you can say, state wise also. Oh, sorry, in place wise also, location wise also. So I can just jump to the location wherever I want. Like if I have gone to Shimla or Bangalore or any foreign country, I can just get the data out. So there is mail data also, there is maps data, there is uh, purchase data, there are all the reminders which I have saved, there is contributions, there is street view which I have even downloaded or uploaded. So the next step is then there is asking for export once and export every 2 months for 1 year. So this is used for backup. Whenever you will be creating backup, you can create this. Like there is option in WhatsApp also, create backup daily, create backup once a year, or do not create backup. So this is the option. For data recovery, you can select this option, export once, and then there's an option for zip file or tgz files. Basically both the files are for compression types. You can select .zip also and tgz also, and your file format will be compressed. You can select the storage, that in what storage you want your file. Like if you have 10 gigs of storage and you have selected 2 gigs of storage, so then 5 files will be created of 2 gigabits each. So what this means is it will be more easier for you to analyze the image, because it will be having only 2 gigabits. So it is very much easy to analyze the 2 gigabit space uh, as compared to analyzing a complete 10 gigabit space. So it will be very much convenient for you to analyze the different images instead of going with the whole data at once, because there are separate type of you can say data present there. So you can just select create export. Okay, there is a delivery method also. Send download link via email, add to drive, Dropbox, OneDrive, box. Most of them are the cloud, you can say, used for cloud data recovery. Also cloud data backup, not recovery. You have to create on export. Now the export has begin. You can create another export also, and you can cancel this export also. I will be canceling this export because I don't want my data currently. So now you can see the logs are created. This is the log file. It is showing me that how much data I have taken out the data or not, uh, the date on which I have taken out, created on, and all the things related to it. So this is how the cloud recovery works. If anybody has lost the phone and wants the data from their cloud, you can just download the data from in the zip formats, and you can say send the data to the client after analyzing the whole data. Okay, so the images load 54%. So we can continue definitely. So this is the LG mobile phone. It is having these different folders. Download is there, DCIM is there, Android is there. Android will always be there, and DCIM is for camera, download is for your downloaded files, notifications is there. There are still many files which are not recovered, like pictures is there, videos is there, but I am very much sure that they will be even recovered when this will be completed to 100%. Now there is a folder for orphan files also. These are, I think, the deleted files, virtual directory. Okay. So let me show you the main part of autopsy. Instead of searching in detail, you can just go to data source, and here is an option for deleted data. Wait a second. Okay, see, here is an option for deleted files. So it has automatically gained all the deleted files within the phone. You don't have to go to any directory or search for nothing. So it can be done in hard drives also. You can create image with .e01, and you can just analyze them with autopsy, and you can see the deleted files are there. I always do with autopsy in when there is a case of forensics. So these are all the data. Basically, this data is from, I think, cache memory or volatile memory, which was temporary memory. Like you can see, even Windows battery is there. Windows battery critical dot wave. This is audio sound when this is basically a notification sound when your phone is low on battery, and sound came just for notification that your battery is critically low. So all these wave files are the, you can say, audio files. Basically these are the window files. So these are all the deleted files on system. This cache smaller.net f and tff jpg. So now you can see here jpg is also there. When I click on jpg 5, okay, I've clicked on jpg 4. Just give me a second, I will be back. I'm getting a call. हाँ भावित भाई।
अरे भाई कैसा है?
बढ़िया भाई, बता जल्दी बता।
अरे यार मैं वो उसके लिए कॉल किया था पूछने के लिए कि तेरी इम्प्रूवमेंट का तेरे को पता है सीन क्या हो रहा है?
नहीं, हो ही नहीं रही।
क्या?
हो ही नहीं रही, शायद हो रही है।
भाई मेरे को तो वही लगा वो दिसंबर आने वाला है और इस टाइम पे तो होनी चाहिए थी।
चल ठीक है, पूछता हूँ, पता करता हूँ।
हाँ अबे तेरी मेंटर कौन है?
सेम ही हम दोनों की, मोनिका।
अरे यार उसको वो वही तो साली फोन में उठा दी तभी तो तेरे को किया मैंने।
नहीं पता यार अभी मुझे। चल ठीक है, मैं करता हूँ, थोड़ी देर बाद फोन करता हूँ, ट्रेनिंग चल रही थी अभी।
चल ठीक है, ओके भाई।
Hello, I'm back. So basically there was a call. So there is a image. There is one more image. So basically these are the you can say icons of Windows. I think this is not a Windows. Many of them are from Windows. Basically what he have done, I think he have copied the uh, you can say Windows 7 desktop icons to his phone. Yes, most of them are from Windows. You can even see Windows. So this is how recovery can be done of deleted files from a mobile phone. This is a manual tool. Let me show you automatic tools also. Dr. Phone is there. It is one of the most renowned tool in automated recovery, and there are most of the tools also are there. In case is there, UFED is there, Belkasoft is there, and there are so many tools for mobile. So let me connect my mobile phone again with my USB. Okay, nice. So now there is a module for data recovery, phone manager, and WhatsApp transfer. You can see WhatsApp transfer is also available for Wondershare Doctor Phone, but you have to download this module first. And there are several other modules also, like data eraser, permanently erase the data, screen unlock. If you have forgot the screen password or pattern, system repair if your device has been corrupted, phone transfer if you want to copy your complete phone data to another phone backup is there. But we are going with the data recovery, so I've downloaded only this module, data recovery module. You can download single modules also and complete package also. Okay, very nice. It has gained the information of my phone. It's Redmi Note 8 Pro. I will click on next. Now there are options: recover phone data, recover from SD, recover from broken phone. My phone is working fine, so I will be going with the phone data or recovery from SD card. Firstly, they will be, see, everybody has I think same. Wait, Okay, I have I think skipped. Let's try if it works or not. Getting device information now. It is taking out my mic on. How to see deleted file which is readable form. How to see deleted file which is not in readable form or overwritten. If the file is overwritten, you cannot see because it will be deleted. I have even told that how to destroy data. You can overwrite the data to destroy the data. After getting overwritten, there is no option of the data to get. Root access is not open. This tool can only read the existing data but not the. Okay, so you have to root your phone first. What I mean by rooting is similar to jailbreaking in Android. This is done for gaining the admin access of your phone. Your phone is also having the hidden files in your phone memory, like we were having recycle bin C in our C drive, but you need admin permissions for that. Similarly, in you can say your mobile phones also, you will be needing continue. This is option continue does it. Okay, continue. Let's check if it do something or not. There was options of continue in my mobile phones blinking. So after getting the root access, what this tool can do is it can gain access to the hidden files like recycle bin was there and many other files are there which are not accessible to our eyes because the you can say address of that files are deleted. So all these files will be in hidden format. So it has to gain access to the root access first. It will even show you how to gain access to root. Let's try SD. Let's try with recovery from SD drive also. But I have a mobile phone with me which is having root access. We can try with that. I think. Let's close this. Okay. Let's connect my another phone. Start. 0% battery. Very nice. It's not getting started. No worries. I can show you the automated version tomorrow also. We can continue with autopsy. I think for today. Okay, so for autopsy, it is still loading the files. It is 92% done. It is still left with 8%, and it can load a large number of files in the last 8%. So there are files like, so you can see this is a damaged file. These are okay. Text application. Wait. What I have done. Okay, so this was the application view. Clear. So you can view the hex values also. You can see FFD8 FFE0. It is JFIF Adobe EXIF, and you can clearly see it is a image. Just even by looking FFD8 FF. Now look at the hex value of image with mini tool power data recovery. Let's see, can we view hex values in this file? Existing FAT32 more lost files JPG. I think there was an option for hex values. I don't remember where it was. Show lost files. I think it was on Recuva. Uh, Info header Okay, header is empty. No, it was on this thing. Uh, Find, filter, export, scan. Don't worry, what you can do is you can recover any file you want, and you can just uh, see the hex values with the hex editor Neo or hex editor HXD. I have shown you the practical also. Let us take one file and recover that file and see if the images. Okay, I can show you the example of any other image also. It will also work. JPG hex editor new. It will be having a starting like FFD8. I have shown you the extensions also. Load quickly. Okay, FFD8FF. You can see here the starting is same, which means that it is a JPG image. So with the time and experience, you will be eventually learning. It will be on your, you can say, fingers that which file is having which extensions. So if this is the hex value, this is the you can say the file format. See, this is the damaged image, but when I click on this, you can see this is having .txt format, and when it is opening as a JPG format. It is an image, but it is showing as a txt. So it might also be possible that it is used for stenography. Stenography is hiding text behind an image. It is used for secretly transmission of messages. So many of images are there. Okay, heroines are actress is also there. So this was a public image. I have not breached copyright of any image, or sorry, any mobile phone. It was a public, and you can even also download this. These are the file formats of WAV. Then also the settings audio files are there. So this is how the data recovery works in mobile phones. So basically there are three main methods. One is using the automated software. So for you have seen there will be many automated software which will be asking for the root access. I will be showing practical of you can say root access with root access tomorrow. But yes, there are some also there which can use without the root access. And then there is autopsy, which from which you can create firstly what will be having an image of your smartphone. Then you can analyze your whole smartphone, where the deleted data is, where the actual data is, how the deleted data works, and you can even have a preview of deleted data within the application. And then there is cloud recovery, where you can how to recover data from cloud if somebody's phone has got lost and he wants all his data. So quickly come up with the questions. If you can see, sir, the Wondershare Dr. Phone is the paid version you are using. No, I am not using any type of crack. The version of Dr. Phone I have downloaded is open source. Wondershare is, I think, paid. Dr. Phone recovery. Many modules are paid, but not all the modules are paid. Don't you can say download the complete version, just download the recovery version. So Dr. Phone want to share right next. The complete version is officially paid. See, here is the C pricing. Okay, click on back. C pricing, and here is an option for download now. You have to click on download now. So you can see the downloading has started. After starting, oh sorry, after double clicking on the downloaded software, the installation will begin. You can see install button here. You have to click on install. Here's a story that how setup has detected and currently running. Please close all the instances of it now. Click OK to continue or cancel it. Close window. Please click all the instances of it, then click OK. I have closed all the instances. Now I clicked on OK. So it is showing that how all the memory got deleted. Help me, careless papa, follow me, Wondershare recovery. Just a marketing strategy. I know actually my ethics as I'm a professional forensic certified investigator. So I will not show you something unethical or cracked something because I know which are my lines. So this is actually how you can use the recovery. It is free. Come up with questions quickly. If we cannot see or read deleted files or doing forensic. Who said we cannot read or this thing? If we cannot read deleted files, then what is the purpose of doing forensic? We are reading the deleted files. Basically, all these files were deleted, which I have shown you. These were in the deleted folder because you know there is nothing like recycle bin in a mobile phone. And if you are doing recovery, nobody will be providing your phone like uh, take my phone and do recovery. And even you will also be not knowing that which apps he have used in previous. So using the cloud recovery, you can just take out all the apps that he have used from the starting or is using currently. And yes, all these files were deleted that were analyzed in autopsy. There was a separate folder for deleted files, and the normal files were there like DCIM. There is only current folder and parent folder. Data download current folder. Okay, so everything is empty, I think. Okay, here is a Hangout ringtone. So basically all the most of the data is deleted because it is a publicly available image. So basically I have downloaded it just to show you demo of how data can be recovered. These are the caved files, these are the upfront files. Very nice. You can analyze all the files by you can just see starting the files, opening the files, recovering the files. So we will get the known to the data that this file is used for this. This may be using for this. This is the system file. This is the image file of camera and much more data. Deleted a file before 1 month. Can I recover? You can try if you have deleted a file 1 month before. It is not sure that you will be able to recover the file because the data can be overwritten. And when it comes to mobile phone, it is very much possible to data to get overwritten because there is WhatsApp of which you will be getting daily images from different chats, groups, or something. And there will be your logs also. And there are many in mobile phone. There are many files which can eventually you can say overwrite your data, but there are still most chances that your data can will be saved even if 1 month, even if it is 1 month old. And there are very huge chances there is a USB drive, hard drive, or something like that. Okay, so moving on, let's come up with more questions. If phone is hard reset, then it's possible to recover. Yes, sir, I have used this. This is not possible if you have used EDL method. If you have done the hard reset, it is possible to recover most of the data. But if you have used EDL method, then I'm not sure because it is the emergency download mode. And what it do is it separates all the data, then it you can say reinstalls the original ROM. It is used when the phone is hard bricked. What hard bricked means when your phone is eventually dead, only your notification light is working. else everything is dead within your phone. Okay, so are there any more questions left, or we should conclude the session for today? Tomorrow we will be continuing with the live environment. Thanks for joining the session, everybody. Thanks for attending the session with complete attention. And okay, so let's end the session. I will be uploading today's session now, and yesterday's session is already uploaded. Thanks, Sonali ma'am.